So we got our new build here. It's a 2016 Jeep Renegade. It's not the nicest car that you could buy, but it was something that we thought we could just flip and make an easy profit off of it. So we got to work on it. It had a damaged suspension and damaged apron, which we weren't looking forward to that. That was an unexpected damage, but we went ahead and swapped out the suspension, and then we had the apron, which I had to take care of, remove it, do all the welding. Had a messed up front bumper, the apron, and the suspension. This is kind of a random intro right here because we did lose our other one. My phone got all jacked up and it erased everything that I had on it prior. It is fully complete at the moment, and we are gonna go through and do either a 1-part or a 2-part build series. So we do have an Instagram as well. It's Strigari Automotive. It's the exact same thing, like the same spelling as the YouTube channel name. But if you guys want, go check out our Instagram. We have a lot more vehicles that we've rebuilt too, and you guys could go check that out also. And I don't want to keep talking and bore you guys. We just want to hop right into the build and show you guys how it all went down. So last night I got the bumper, which it was the entire assembly, which was the grill, bumper, and we're gonna go ahead and get all the new, we're gonna get the lower half of the bumper, the middle piece of the bumper, and I think the headlight housing is good and the grill is good for now. So we're just gonna keep those, but for the most part, it's just a lot of plastics that are kind of cracked around here. And the biggest thing is this apron here. It's pretty mangled. I don't think it's worth fixing or even trying to fix it. My brother thinks it could be fixed, but we'll give it a try just to see. I'm just gonna hop right back into it and start pulling all these little things apart and finding all the pieces I still need. Yeah, it is.
Oh, Suki!
Chasing my rainbows.
$300 on a core support. Actually, I took it off because I thought it was a lot more damaged, but really it was just this little plastic tab here. And with a little bit of panel bond, I put panel bond on both sides just to get better adhesion.
Part we've been waiting for. So what I'm about to do is take this bracket off this apron rail because we don't need it and it'll be more work taking this off. So I'm just gonna take this off and then we're gonna line it up and see how everything fits. Good to go.
so we got the frame rail all mocked up. Now we have to just go like across the corner, make sure everything's all 100% square. And we did have to cut, because this part is already on the car. And we don't need, this is where the hood goes. Now, like I said, we gotta use this tram gauge here that we measure to make sure everything's squared up with itself. And that way we know we're good to keep moving forward. We'll throw some like self-tapper screws in, and then we'll just kind of mock everything up, throw everything up on the car and make sure it's all lines up 100% before we weld it. We'll just throw the tram gauge up, make sure everything's all squared up 100% before we move further and I guess get to welding.
Spot on.
So that's good. Or I guess this side, we don't know, we have to check the other side now. We already checked it, but yeah, it's spot on.
Well,
Just double check everything real quick just to show you guys also.
you don't think we're lying over here and making up stuff,
Yeah.
so.
So it's basically spot on. And we did both of the screws. I mean, that screw is still like up and out of position, but we also went from this screw here.
The front one, we're gonna have to readjust it, so it doesn't even matter. We're just gonna throw self-tappers in this and start throwing body panels on.
So we got the whole front end put back together right now. Everything's put in place. The gaps are actually lining up pretty well. We just threw it up just to kind of see how everything would fit. The fender still needs to come out just a tad bit, but we wanted to toss everything up, kind of put it together so that way I could see if my frame rail is straight. So we have to tear it all the way back down, take the actual frame rail off, drill our holes that we need for the spot welding, and then also sand the backs of them, spray it with weld through primer, get everything actually put back together correctly, and then we can actually put it on and start to welding. So I want to get it fully welded tonight, and we're just going to get right back to it. So I was going for the OEM look, how it is on the driver's side, but I butchered it. I put way too much orange paint down, which is actually a good thing, but at the OEM, at the factory, they just spray it down and they don't care. It just like a light mist coat from when they paint this fender, it gets overspray on that side. So after it was kind of glossy orange, I just went back over with a little bit of self-etch just to dull it down. From here, we're just gonna get back to throwing it together. All of our wiring needs to go back where it goes, the airbox, the headlight assembly.
So, we broke every single one of these clips. So went on Amazon and grabbed a whole pack of like, let's see how many these are in here, like 1,000 zip ties. That's like 400 right here. We'll see which ones we need. Those are the only two we might need. Everything else is the ones you stick on studs, but yeah. I'm gonna go ahead, get on all the new clips, button everything up, and hopefully get the fender and bumper on. So let's get straight to work.
Alrighty, so this Jeep here is all done. It's 100%. It came out actually really nice. It wasn't hit too terribly bad, and from the pictures that we saw in auction, it looked, or it came out worse than it actually looked on the pictures. The whole apron here was all bent in, so I had to completely take it out, put a new one in. But I think it turned out very good. So this vehicle is 100% done. We wanted to just put it all in one video since there wasn't too much damage, and then we're gonna go ahead and try to hop back on our 82 F-150 that we're restoring. That thing's been sitting forever. I mean, we don't have too much more on it, so I'm just trying to hurry up and get back onto it. We had a few projects that, if you look up on the channel, we had a few projects that kind of took our time away from the F-150. So I just want to go ahead and hop back on that. And if you guys are interested in watching that rebuild, we have a whole playlist from part 1. So that going back like a year or two now, it's taken forever to rebuild it. Finally got a little garage here so we can keep it in and restore it. We have the garage right here sitting to my right, but that truck is just taking forever. It takes a toll on you, especially as the first car that you rebuild. I bit off a little more than I could chew on my first one, but I'm hoping that I could hop right back into it. It's a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of headaches. So I'll hop back on that pickup, and we're hoping to get it done this year, and we'll catch you guys in the next videos.